Hello, welcome back. The peaceful facade that Xander Cook Kyriakis has carefully maintained is about to shatter in the most dramatic way possible. Xander is on the verge of an emotional breakdown after discovering the truth about his mother, Fiona Cook. This revelation is not just a shocking twist, it's a brutal betrayal that will make Xander question everything he thought he knew. As Xander and his new bride, Sarah Horton, prepare for the happiest chapter of their lives, a bombshell threatens to tear them apart. Sarah's memories of the accident that sent her to the hospital and left her fighting for her life come rushing back, along with a horrifying realization. Fiona, Xander's mother, was the one behind the wheel on that fateful night. The revelation hits Xander like a sledgehammer. For weeks, he had been deceived, manipulated, and kept in the dark by someone he thought he could trust. The woman who gave him life is now the one responsible for almost taking away the love of his life. Fiona, once a cunning and elusive woman, senses the walls closing in. The truth has come out, and she knows that once Xander learns of her betrayal, there will be no turning back. In a desperate attempt to avoid Xander's inevitable wrath and the legal consequences of her actions, Fiona begins orchestrating her escape. Rumors swirl around Salem that Fiona is planning to flee to Europe, a continent where she could disappear into obscurity and escape the justice awaiting her in the US. Her once proud and confident demeanor has now turned desperate as she packs her bags and hurries out of town, leaving nothing but broken relationships and bitter truths in her wake. But Xander is not one to let a betrayal of this magnitude go unanswered. The moment he discovers that Fiona is responsible for Sarah's pain and suffering, something inside him snaps. He's always had a temper, but this time, his rage is unmatched, boiling over with a ferocity even he cannot control. Xander is not just angry, he's out for revenge. What happens next is nothing short of explosive. Xander storms into Fiona's hotel room, his heart pounding with fury. The air is thick with tension, and it's clear this mother-son confrontation will not end well. Fiona tries to calm him, making excuses, claiming it was an accident. But Xander is beyond reason. An accident? You call almost killing my wife an accident? You left her there. You ran. You coward. Xander's voice shook the walls, each word dripping with venom. In a moment of vulnerability, Fiona pleads for forgiveness. But Xander cannot forgive. His entire world has crumbled around him, and there is no going back. The betrayal cuts too deep. You let me marry Sarah, knowing you were the one who hurt her? All this time you lied to my face, Xander roared, his fists clenched, his eyes blazing with anger. I will never forgive you for this. Fiona tries to flee, but Xander blocks her path, his towering figure casting a shadow over her. It's a battle of wills. But this time, Xander's rage is unstoppable. His mother has committed the ultimate betrayal, and he wants her to pay for it. As the reality of the situation sinks in, Fiona realizes there is nothing left to salvage in her relationship with Xander. In one final act of self-preservation, she desperately races to the airport, hoping to disappear into the anonymity of Europe before the authorities can catch up with her. But will Xander let her escape so easily? The clock is ticking, and the authorities are closing in. Fiona's escape plan is thrown into chaos as Xander chases her with relentless determination. He may not be able to harm her himself, but he won't let her slip away without facing the consequences of her actions. Will Xander force Fiona to face the law? Will Fiona end up in prison? Thanks for watching our videos. Goodbye.